And you know the crazy thing about what happened with Azonto, when it was Azonto was like going viral that stuff, the Ghanaians back home were like, they used to look down upon it, like saying this is local music.
That's like local music.
No way.
And
this is shit that was popping in the UK and everywhere else.
That's what I'm saying.
In other words, it was like streets. No, but you need to understand that streets define a lot of stuff that happens around. Streets define culture. But back home, they were even looking down on that, so that's what they tried to change. But they didn't understand, and that's why it comes to traveling. If they were traveling enough, they would have come to UK, understood this stuff is going on in the club. I don't need to change it.
What up, Superfly Razy in the building. It's the link up on Echooroom. You know, I never come alone. I always come through with very interesting superstars. And today I got not one, but 2, 3, 4, 5 superstars representing the global group NSG. Ladies and gentlemen, NSG in the building. That's what it is.
AREA BOYZ.
AREA BOYZ, man. AREA BOYZ out now. Feels good to have you guys here, man. How's night treating you, by the way?
Yeah, man. We love Nigeria, man. It's always a blessing to be back.
I like that. So I was going to start on an interesting tip because it's been a long time. We haven't seen a collective, just make music, band together. But first, I wanted to know, like, how do you even meet? Because the chemistry is great. And I'm like, how can 6 people have great chemistry on records and projects and EPs all these years? So how did that happen? How did you guys meet?
So we all grew up in the same area, Hackney. Come on, H-Town. And 5 out of 6 went to the same secondary school.
Oh, it's mine.
He's the only one that didn't go to school.
I didn't go to school. I'm joking. I went to school.
Oh, okay. That's a different school.
We grew up together. All our teenage years, we all spent it together, and everything kind of started from then. And we had 3 Ghanaians, 3 Nigerians.
Okay.
Perfect balance.
Perfect balance, man. Mad. So when did the NSG group kick off though? Because I know you guys have been doing this music thing for a minute. When was like the first NSG pop out? When you guys started making a ring like in the hood or something?
The first song, we dropped our first song in 2013, 10 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was the first time we dropped it.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I think I got onto NSG like 2015. Yeah, there was
Okay. That's old school.
I'm not sure I remember now, but it's been a long time. But I know I started getting like clean versions of your song from like 2015, 2016. Yeah. Oh man, so 2013, that's been a long time coming.
Our first track popped off in our little community, but from then, we just kept on moving going.
Right. What's the hack? Because, we've had big groups. We've had G-Unit, we've had Mob D, we've had all kinds of people, but it's just usually like a couple of years spell. What's the hack to keeping it together? What have you guys done differently? What are you doing differently?
It's a secret.
It's the sauce.
It's good.
Yeah?
100%, definitely. Definitely God.
That's just it?
Also there's different elements. There's different elements.
The thing is, like,
differently.
Apart from music, we're actually like, that's what the boys, isn't it? Like, family, you know what I'm saying? So it's not, so you're not thinking it. Obviously, a lot of boy bands get built, whatever. It's not, it's just like,
it's like family
the
coming
ones,
together.
you understand? So that's that as well.
How about the creative process? That must be something. Like, you could have like a dope idea. My man's like, nah, that's just trash. I want something else.
Everything is dope. If anyone gonna say our shit was trash, like back in the day, J5, that he was the guy to do that for us.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, what? You record verse, you think you went in, J5 will come and delete that.
J5,
he will delete it. It will be gone.
Ain't no way.
Nah. He built so when you heard the bangers, it's because we got to a point where now we know what's.
Yeah, he made us understand that quality control, quality over quantity.
That's mad. So he was doing like some of that A&R tip as a producer.
Yeah. If we're talking about verses and stuff, 100%. That was him.
Even going back to what you said about like there's groups, G-Unit, Mob D.
Yeah.
Those groups their members drop songs. They drop songs individually. Whereas with NSG, if it's either NSG or no NSG, you get everybody, you get nothing. So that's
so nobody else putting out individual singles.
No.
You never hear
a
song.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Everybody has to be on it.
6 guys.
So if I wanted to do a feature,
6 guys be on the song.
to get 6.
You have to get NSG.
6
I
guys
never
be
knew
on
that.
It's not NSG.
Everybody says it's a cheat code because it was our song.
So you guys be just jacking every song, because I cannot murder 6 guys on my song.
You can try.
You could try, but It's not easy.
It's not easy, man. I like that. That's great stuff. That's great to know. So talking about like the sound that you do, I've always thought you do Afro swing. So maybe you should let us know. I know there's fusions in there, but of course, you guys were definitely one of the few people who made like Afro swing so big, even down here. You know, J-Hus, NSG, everybody's like, oh, okay, this is a bop for sure. But is that what you do, or are there fusions? Do you call your music something else?
I mean, we like to call it world music because it's got elements of every corner of the world. Because obviously, growing up in London, it's a very diverse city. We've got people from all over the world that have been there for years. Like their cultures are all in there: Asian culture, Caribbean culture, obviously African culture, and obviously European culture. So our music is obviously a blend of all of that, but because we're African, the core still remains obviously Afro beats, and then we just blend everything together.
But so down here, right, there's this thing where, you know, a couple of people try to talk about the history of Afro beats because it's so big right now, right? And then there's people who either laying claims to the origin, and people are talking about the nomenclature, how, you know, there's Afro beats and there's Afro beat. It's a big thing. It'll never even end. It always happens when the genre becomes like commercially successful, especially the mainstream. So with Afro swing and drill, do we have that situation in the UK? Obviously, because there'll always be pioneers, but I know like some people always want to lay claims. Do we have people saying, okay, you know what, we started this, we named it this,
I think to some degree, in the UK, there's always that conversation of who started Afro swing. Was it Timbo? Was it Thingy?
Right.
Even if UK drill, Americans will say, Chicago guys are like, oh, we started, and UK guys are like, no, but we put this baseline in it. So
UK made drill.
It's always that conversation is going to be everywhere, and everyone will always have a valid point because I don't think not one person started anything. It was a collective effort. So everyone will say an argument that makes sense to them.
Like evolution.
Okay, so you feel like it was just the whole community that started it?
Anything is always a whole community. It's not just one person that starts something.
Just different
eras.
Or like someone does something that influences it a lot, then it's been a thing. Because people like Afro swing, for instance, will say Timbo. But I think, Timbo is good, but it's like someone else will say someone like Sneak Boys. Like, it's different.
Because I know...
it's different about like the peak, like who peaked at that time.
Right. Because I know somebody's always... I know him as a legend. You definitely know him. He's always saying he's the king of grime.
Wiley.
Wiley's
the king of grime. His one is confirmed.
Okay, so nobody's disputing that.
You can't argue that one.
But there's other people.
In this time, people argue. People like Dizzy Rascal and them will say they
There were other
started.
people.
These are guys. I think those people kind of
I just said
Wiley.
it's always a valid. I said it's a valid point. Like, I don't think. I think it's always a community thing.
Right.
No matter what it is, not one person started it. Like, more times it starts with a group of people. One person might have the limelight. Then he runs with it and says, "I started."
That beat was made Eskimo beat. Wiley.
He can lay claim to it.
He can claim it.
I feel like the point is, wherever it's going on, if 5 people are doing it, the biggest person has got the biggest song.
Always have bragging right.
Basically. But I feel like it's definitely a community thing. It takes
everyone push together.
I like this angle. I think that makes a lot of sense. We might have to adopt that down here. Yeah, for real. And you also talked about J5. J5 is that's a big figure when it comes to the UK music scene. So respected. Even down here, we actually respect him a lot. Now that you mentioned all of that stuff that he does behind the scene, I think I can even see that creative genius on display, especially for J-Hus, because I'm a big J-Hus fan. And so when I hear J5, I'm like, yo. And talking about the crossover, right? Especially Nigerian music penetrating the UK scene. From your experiences, because I mean, you cannot separate the lifestyle from the music. So obviously, you guys have been popping, been in the clubs, vibing or whatever. At what point did you guys realize that Nigerian music may have done a thing? Like, you know, because we've had like the whole growth process, but all of a sudden Afrobeats is everywhere. But I think we all know that the UK was like the first place it got, like really big before it penetrated the US. So at what point?
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
From Oliver Twist days, man.
From
Oliver Twist,
that was a moment like in UK.
When it was UK wide.
Azonto.
That was big.
I feel like there was a lot of moments where I just thought like.
Let me put this out there. Ghanaians, like the Afrobeats, there was UK. I think that was bigger before.
Yes, definitely.
Before like Whiskey
the
came,
Zonto sound.
Because the music coming out of Ghana.
Sound, like that's what was
Zonto era was like one of the.
Bro, when I go to that club, like
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even club like house parties because I was young.
Sets back to back.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Like, I'll be hearing Azonto music. Then I started in Tondo, then Whiskey Pie and Echooroom.
Yeah.
All them songs came in then, yeah.
Whoa.
So I feel like for a long time, especially because of the diversity that we have in London, and again the community, especially the African community, every community over there is very solid. Everyone kind of puts on. So you have, for example, you have Ghana Party in the Park that just brings Ghanaians together. You have like all these different whole parties Nigerians that will do, and then everyone comes together, and it's just African music. Yeah. Right. So it's like the community's always been there. It's like it's the forefront of what pushes the sound.
So I gotta ask you this. Now that you mentioned that, because you put that out there, what would you say happened? Because even right now, we have a situation where the Ghanaians are trying to, say, you know what, we need to do more for our music. They're taking measures so that the music can be projected some more. And of course, that includes, pushing for more airplay, which means, you got to sideline some other people because it's the same airtime, right? So first, 2 questions, 2 parts. What would you say happened, especially with the buzz? There was Fuse, there was Sarkodie and all of that, like you said. It was really big, even before the Nigerian songs. What would you say happened? Why didn't that continue? Why didn't we have more guys, just buzz, especially like the Nigerians? And secondly, on the Ghanaian tip, do you think that's the right way to go about it? Do you really put your music out there by controlling the airplay and saying just play us? Is that how it works? My man doesn't agree.
On the first one, I just wanted to say I feel like Ghanaians we lost our originality in the music. Because as I said, the Azonto era, like we create something, then we're trying to look for something else. Like High Life, like all this stuff. If Nigerian artist does High Life right now, it'll probably be his biggest song. You get what I'm saying? But we forget about that now. We start chasing other stuff. And that's something I was saying, that we lost originality in the sound.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that one,
So that definitely
that's one of the most valid points. Like,
that one I appreciate to the fullest.
Our stuff that connected first, as you said, like Azonto, even after High Life, there was an era of something called hip life, where it was the blend of it was the blend of like hip hop or rap with African.
Like TikTok.
These were the first guys, even before anything, like
those were the
artists. These are like artists like Quark. These were the first artists getting recognized for BET, mobiles, and that type of stuff. And I feel like because it comes, as you said, it comes so original, organic to them. They feel like, we need to change something. We need to take it a step further, and they lose that original essence they have. So that hip life was one of the biggest things that happened today. There hardly is any hip life artists apart from Sarkodie.
True.
Everyone's now trying to do pop Afrobeats.
Or even like Black Sheriff. Yeah. The reason why I feel like he's connected in Nigeria.
Yeah, he is.
It's like he saw himself. Like he saw himself. He's original. So stuff like that.
What were they looking for? Were they looking for like more mainstream acceptance?
Mainstream.
Yeah, I feel like they look towards what's happening in Nigeria. And first, you can't compete with Nigeria in terms of because they have the numbers already. Yeah. So they look at what stars were in Nigeria and be like, they could, you know what I mean? They done it. You know what I mean? But like, it's not the same market. I feel like people need to understand their markets as well. Understand what worked there might not work there. What in Europe, whatever song is popular in Italy is not going to be the same song popular in UK. And if Ghanaians understand that because it's taken off in Nigeria, it's now full in Nigeria. Back in this, we never had. I feel like internet played a part. When the Ghana actually never looked at anyone, that's when our scene was at the best. When we had our own thing, to the point where our music was traveling to Nigeria them days because we didn't look at
we were popping.
And that's when we didn't look at anyone. But now there's internet, we're looking at all the other stuff like, but these not made this type of song and it worked for them. Let's try to do and make it bigger. And that's when I feel like they're losing source. I feel like another second valid point is with the Nigerians. That's the number thing. Nigerians travel. Like, I feel like in the modern day world of Africans, they probably travel the most. If you travel, your sound is going to travel. You know what I mean? Ghanaians, it's a blessing and a curse. Ghanaians, our country is like a vibe. They don't even care. They don't care. They don't leave the
patriotic enough to just stay home.
I'll stay home. And traveling comes with education.
True.
A lot of Nigerians, there we go. They expose different culture. They educate themselves. They understand what works in other countries. That's a
brilliant point. Yeah.
They travel a lot. With that traveling, if you travel a lot, you're gonna adapt other cultures. You're gonna go to certain country, UK, stay there like, this works in UK. You're gonna adapt that sound to yourself. Burna Boy does it amazing. Burna Boy travels a lot. Who goes to the Caribbean, goes to Jamaica. You understand this works to them. You adapt that, push down thingy. Ghanaians don't move about. If you don't move about, your stuff is not gonna move about. Like, it's just a really
You
valid
got-
point.
That's some knowledge.
You got
That's
move,
facts.
Some knowledge.
We're gonna push, man. We're gonna push it.
That's some knowledge.
So to answer that second question about you think what the route they're going around it,
Yeah.
I hear it. I don't think that's the best way.
Okay.
Consumers will take it whatever they want to
I
hear.
think go back to the
disagreed
product.
initially.
Yeah.
Go back to the
It's more
product
about
itself.
It's more about the music. Yeah.
Before you think about how you're gonna work, go back to the product. Are we actually creating something that the people would want to hear that's gonna get airtime now?
100%. I would say that
Just
you
go
can
back to
force
that.
and play them
Right.
products. If I was to go Ghana now, I'm not hearing some of the hits like the Nigerian hits.
You're gonna
And
be
then plays,
pissed.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
leave the venue. I'm gonna like, bro. Even though I'm Ghanaian, you know, but I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like some of these songs,
I
you've
wanna-
lost your originality. Like, I don't want to go in the club.
There's guys that like, in Ghana that the guys that are really hot are the people that are being themselves. Man, I fuck
Right.
up Asaka hard because it's like they're themselves. Like they're
I
pushing.
think Ghanaians is go back to Azonto days.
They need to just go
That
back to
was-
themselves.
It's not even
Golden
James
era.
Azonto.
That's
That's
what
what
it's
being
we
themselves.
create a lot of
can't,
sounds and we
you
leave it. We create
shut down the
sounds.
Just be yourself.
Azonto,
Right.
High Life, all them shit.
And you know the crazy thing about what happened with Azonto, when it was Azonto was like going viral, that stuff, the Ghanaians back home were like, they used to look down upon it, like
yeah,
saying
yeah.
this
If
is
you make
like
Azonto
this is
music in
local
Ghana,
music.
that's like local music.
Ain't
Like,
no way.
And
And this is
basically,
shit was popping in the
up-
UK and everywhere
that's
else.
what I'm saying.
In other words,
That's
it
what I'm
was,
saying.
it was like streets.
It's
No,
like,
but
yeah,
you need
but-
to understand that streets define a lot of stuff that happens around. Streets define
Right.
culture. But
Right.
back home, they were even looking down on that. So that's why they tried to change. But they didn't understand, and that's why it comes to traveling. If they were traveling enough, they would have come to UK and understood this stuff is going on in the
Azonto
club.
music.
I don't need to change it. You know what I mean? A Nigerian will have a hit and travel there and see what's going on. You know what I mean? Azonto was so big, but I can imagine half the eyes didn't know it was that big
wouldn't
because
know.
it was just in Ghana.
It was so big. What? It was so big.
And I think
mean,
so.
people were like, it was like a zombie movement, man. You
Yeah.
play in the club, and everyone's doing this.
Facts.
Imagine 100 niggas.
In UK,
Yeah.
there's a term coined from it called Azonto
Azonto
Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah.
That's
And I think this was part of UK culture. There was a term
Yeah,
coined
Azonto
from that.
Warriors.
Sweating in the club,
When
bro.
when the
Even the
Azonto
dance
come on,
moves, what?
everyone, Seko.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Trust
Take me back
me.
there,
But
that
if
was
they were
the days.
traveling enough, they would understand the impact they had. And they wouldn't look down on the sound they created. They looked down on their own sound.
So you know what? I really appreciate the insights that you guys have on this and your angles. So you said something. So let's just reestablish that. You think one of the things they should do is go back, and you said the same thing. Go back to the music. Go back to the roots. The product.
yeah.
The product first.
Facts. The product is always that. Well, if
that's
that's what you're
the
doing,
beginning
the
of it,
product
yeah.
is the first aspect of marketing.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
It has to be great.
Yeah.
It has to be original.
100%.
Okay. And you also don't agree that that's the way to go by. It's not about pushing for just.
It's more of just being like, because when you go there, they still play Ghana music, but it's the people that are being, I swear down, the people that are being themselves and just being original
Yeah,
that
that's
you're
what.
gonna
Yeah.
hear.
But I
It's
mean,
crazy.
how's that gonna work? Like, if your plan is to push your sound further, and you're saying, "Cool, in this country, we're only gonna play our music." How does that affect the greater movement? Like, how's anyone else gonna know? I don't.
No, but what they're trying to say, they're trying
people
to
fly to
say,
Ghana.
they say December,
People
December.
like to come Ghana, so I
December,
understand,
like,
I
yeah,
understand where they're coming from.
No, but when you go, you
But
still
I feel
hear
like it's
Ghana
gonna work
songs
to
when you
some
go in
degree. It's not gonna
December.
work. Like consumers are always going to pick what they want.
That don't make no sense to me.
I don't think it's gonna work, right?
It can't work.
It'll work, but it'll work to some degree.
It can't work to certain degree.
But you go, but when you go,
30 minutes, I'm leaving, bro.
Big time.
That's
no,
what
but
it's
when you
mad.
go to Ghana, you hear Ghanaian songs.
I love this.
So,
Because the argument is, so for example, look at this hypothetical situation. Imagine you come into Ghana, either you're Ghanaian or not, right? You pull up in an Uber, and then if the Uber has to shuffle between 3-4 stations, you're hearing Ghanaian music, at least 80% of the time. And then when you guys want to go ball at night, or let's go turn up, you buy your tables, you chilling. The DJ keeps it more Ghanaian music. Not caring what you like or what you want to listen to. It's like forcing it down your throat.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna destroy your vibe.
that's their mindset. It's like just expose the people to it, and it will do better.
And I think
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like,
I don't feel that.
yeah, to some degree, but I feel like the main thing is not that. The main thing is the product.
Yeah, that's what
Now
I'm
you can't force some people.
work.
It happens in pop culture every day.
can.
Radios,
Pop,
pop culture.
That's pop
That's
music.
pop music.
That's
Okay,
radios
but
that
I'm
are
not-
like international
but
radios, but
the Ghanaian artists not seen as like my song is not good. They're just seeing the song is not getting enough play.
Yeah.
And you can't argue that.
What,
Yeah,
when
the preference
in
is
Ghana
huh?
or
Yeah, in Ghana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Preference is everyone's choice. They feel like they're making the right stuff. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like is it going to be a short term solution, not long term? It's like pop. Like it happens. If a label owns a song and they want to make it big, they can make it big.
Right.
But you listen to it in like a couple months and down the line, you don't care. But that's what happens with pop. Like you don't have longevity. So it will have. I feel it will be a short term solution, but not a long term solution.
Right.
But yeah, it comes back to understanding your market, man. You have to know that, okay, my people in this place, they
what
like
they
this.
like.
So if I make this,
You gotta care for the people
Care
first
for the
before
people.
think about other people.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what? I was gonna even ask you
yeah.
something, but what you just said just even reminded me of something else. Now check this out, right? On the final tip on this, I was gonna ask you what you thought was working, because when you mentioned hip life, it was just so nostalgic for me. And then even as a Nigerian, I can remember so many damn songs. There's the score that had I'll be 16.
Even when I came London, that song was banging. It was
in the club right now. 16 years. It's going on.
Come on.
It's going.
Like, how do you leave that? Okay, so there's too many of them. Like, so many. I remember, like, even down to Reggie Roxanne and everybody. So many. VIP was like, VIP were like idols down here, man. They were like our own, like our own African hip hop group. Because they even had songs like Bessie and aside from that.
And you see everything you're saying. You see every example you just gave. When I see, the I don't like to get into, but you see, the common denominator of everything you just said. You just said Miss Bell. You just said Reggie Stone. You just said VIP. VIP had 2 rappers. Miss Bell was a rapper. Reggie Stone was a rapper. Ghana are really good at rapping. Do you know what I mean? It's our foundation. It comes from our history. Then we got everyone you're saying.
That's us.
So we're the only country in Africa that created a genre off the back of hip hop and Afrobeats. You know what I mean? But now we're all everyone's trying to be sing because they're looking at thingy. If they continue to do that blend, every person you literally just met isn't trying to go pop. When you sing, when you're trying to sing more times, it's because you're trying to generate more numbers. That's stuff.
Right.
If they constantly go back to the roots of everyone that just said that Parkinson's of that mix of the rap and the melodies, Ghana will go so far. Rappers are playing like this in Ghana. Then everyone can rap.
Yo, when I was
everyone can rap in Ghana.
It's like New York, but
but these not saying about looking at Marcus, looking at Nigeria. They're looking at Nigeria. I'm thinking melodies. Nigeria, these are doing melodies and they're going. You know what I mean? That's what works for them. Do you know what I mean? This is what you lot are good at with. Do you know what I mean?
I love this. This is so interesting. So now I wanted to ask you something. I'm sorry, Olive the Boy and Ricky, they're my guys. So I'm gonna also like say something that they told me. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think, because you also mentioned Black Sheriff, and to be honest, you're right. Black Sheriff is even big here. Like, you know what's funny? Even on the streets, like people wanna vibe with Black Sheriff. They feel like he's speaking to them.
That's what I'm saying. Because he's being himself. Like when you actually understand what he's saying, it's like the guy, he connects to the people in the streets, like Ghana, so it's gonna go further. Right? And it comes down to what I'm saying. Black Sheriff is the modern day hip life. And mix up people. He jumps on drill. Everything you're gonna say is gonna come back to they're doing hip life.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say people like Kitty, Olive the Boy, King Promise, and all of them. Yeah, and like, what do you think that they're doing differently that's working for them? However,
they're traveling.
King Promise traveling.
King Promise coming out to the traveling.
I've seen him
everywhere.
Kitty, I've seen him do shows in things.
Funny enough, he's even in Nigeria.
He's right now.
So you're gonna say everything you're gonna say is gonna be like King Promise travels.
The guy pushing, bro.
Olive the Boy told me something, right? He and Ricky. And they said some, before this song became so big.
Well, the Terminator song.
No, the Olive the Boy is Good
Sin.
It's a very big one.
That's a big song.
Yeah, it's a very big song.
Is that big head though? It's not that big.
It's big.
It's big.
That's why I'm going.
No, it's big. I think because it's a bit old.
So you see, like that's, and we're going to tie it back down to.
I know King Promise song is big, but I don't know that.
Olive the Boy's Good Sin is quite big. Not even quite big. It's very big.
I saw it was trending on TikTok.
The only problem is they don't really know who sang it.
Oh,
the song's bigger than the...
Yeah, it's bigger than the artist. Yeah, so it's it's an image thing. But I mean, that's a lot of promotions. However, so when this is like, so it's a two-way thing. It's like showing yourself in the food technically. So they said something right to me. They said when the song started going off, even like Ghanaians were looking at it like, oh, they knew it was their thing, but they were like, so Nigerians actually jumped on the song. Mm-hmm. Nigerians thought it was a Nigerian Afrobeat song. Mm-hmm. And they started jumping in it, and our influencers were jumping in it. Then when it started going off in Nigeria, they started fucking.
Yeah, they said fucking.
Yeah, Ghanaians are like that.
They don't respect their own feelings.
Ghanaians are like that.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Hey, nah, that's a Nigerian.
But you know what? From my observation,
it comes to what I'm saying about connecting to the market. That man saying Ghana, it's not a Ghanaian type of song. So it's the product. Ghana, it's not like Ghanaians like that. Because when Black Sheriff does stuff, they take it straight away.
I'm just saying from my observation.
Again, I feel that's a wrong observation. I don't think it's Ghanaian like that. What's Ghanaian? That sound is it's not a Ghanaian sound.
From my observation.
But to be okay, please, you know what? Yeah, I'll come back to you, but please, I want to hear your observation.
No, I'm just saying from my observation.
You think that?
Yeah. Give me that.
I think
so. It's about the people living. The people don't even appreciate it.
I can never say. No, I'm just not even Ghana. I don't think it's never. I think not even Ghana. I just think when the music's not connecting, it's nothing to do with not the people, bro. Okay. That's what I believe. I believe is if it's not connecting, that means you're doing something wrong with your product, and that's why it's not connecting.
But why do they like it now?
because you know when something is big, it's like when it's a powerful. When a fire is already started, you know what I mean? When a fire is already started, it's easy to get smoke from it. That's what it is. The fire's already been started from the people that like it. So it's gonna connect over.
If a song's a hit in Nigeria, like the fact is a hit in Africa. Like West Africa. You know what I'm saying? So if Nigeria fucking everyone's gonna have to fuck with it.
But how do you think we got here by being loud about our own stuff too? So they should, because they, I mean, it was a moment of truth. Like y'all started vibing to this, and our guys started fucking with it because they've been pushing it there. They admitted that. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So my man's like, I said what I said because I said what I said. Oh shit. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like, you need to also let people vibe to your stuff because at the end of the day, it's like a two-edged sword type of thing. Yeah. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. It's been such a very interesting conversation. We'll come back to NSG in a second. You guys rap as well. There's fusions, there's world music, but of course you rap. There's rap versus on anything. I think you guys want to rap on any kind of instrumental. So I wanted to say that rap obviously comes with, that competitive spirit. Even if you're in your lane, there's always some guy who will say, ODG, that verse, I wasn't really feeling that. Because a lot of hip hop fans are like that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of hip hop fans are purists. Like, hip hop is a sport. It's a sport. They tell you sold out and stuff. Like, come on. Like, but you sold out, but you sell out, but your songs are buzzy. Like, come on, you mean sell out? So, but have you guys ever been in situations where it was like proper beef with like other artists, like especially artists that are recognized in the UK?
Nah, man.
No, I feel like in UK we're not putting the rap space.
So you're not putting the rap.
Everywhere around the world, they'll
put us in the rap space. But in UK they don't put us in the rap space.
Exactly, because I see y'all as rappers.
No, that's it. It comes down to what you like. In UK, there's actually rappers that just that's all they do. Only do rap. Whereas funny enough, whereas in Nigeria, people are hardly rappers. So when we come and rap, it sounds like, oh, you're definitely rappers. Do you know what I mean? It's that difference. You hardly hear that. All you hear is melody. So when we do like a little one rap, you're like, to you lot, it's like these lot are definitely rappers. But in UK, there's guys that's all they do. So they don't put us in that rap category.
Whoa, that's interesting. So you guys have never been involved like in the, I mean, look at what J Hud says. It's proper gangster rap. I love gangster rap. Dave and everything. So they're not really talking to anybody aside the people who actually.
J Hud is them not are.
Because J Hud looks like he don't play like. Yeah, look like, yo, I'm serious.
I gave him the
Yeah, I'm a big JS fan. I'm never gonna lie. Like, I love JS so much. It's not.
JS is hard.
Whoa. I mean, bro, I don't
think when the rappers are capping.
The people that.
No, I'm just saying, because you said that, the beef scene is not really like.
I said about music. Yeah, so see drill rap, then everyone probably 90% of people doing drill rap have real beef, like generally.
Yeah, because I hear those hard bars. I'm like, you can't be talking to an imaginary guy.
No.
I agree.
90% is definitely.
I mean, there's rappers like that, but
no, that type
most
of content.
most of them are actually
in
real life shit.
Splash man wet for the disrespect.
Don't splash it.
Come on, he must have done something.
He meant that shit. He meant that shit.
I like that, but y'all just stay in your lane and do your thing. Feel good music, pretty much. So y'all like.
Real life.
You can talk about real life struggles, hustle.
But I'm gonna say something, right? You guys got great fans down here in Nigeria. It's bad niggas that have been like, you're selling out. They know because they know you can rap. And then they expect that from me every time. All of the rappers down here.
So you say that.
That's mad. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Even the biggest rappers here, they're victim of that every time.
This is actually what I was saying. I remember I was saying that.
They expect you to always. They don't care you want to make music. They're like
always rap
because they know you can do better.
There's two different categories of Afrobeats. Like there's pop. This is what I've been talking about all the time. There's pop Afrobeats. I've been saying this. There's pop.
No, but he's saying here. He's saying here.
He actually said the same thing.
Yeah, like I was like,
now you've said it.
Remember, I was like the whole thing. But the Afrobeats, when you do songs like these high life Afrobeats, to them that is pop Afrobeats. When you do Nyash and Daily Duppy, that is all Afrobeats now. It's like I've been saying this. So to back that point, saying. Afrobeats to some people will be seen as pop.
Yes, please do. I like that.
Because some people will be seen as pop to some people.
Because they know you can do it. They're like,
so like they'll put you close to Oxlade.
What's this easy
They'll put you close to Oxlade and man, rather than Odumodu Black and them man.
Yes, and them man. Yes.
Real life struggles. Even when we're singing, listen to what we're saying, bro.
It's about the content, but I do get that point still.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't say we're selling out. We're making good music.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Of course, absolutely, and that's fine. It's just fans like some fans are like purists.
But have you ever heard that people feel like we're selling out? Because I feel like
Over
the music,
here.
I feel like the music that was introduced to you,
Yeah.
us, you lot here, was
like
that music
wavy
anyway.
but they know. So the good
Options was melodies.
options, yes. So
We had
this
to
is
win
how
on
I'm
it.
gonna
So
put
to
it,
them,
right?
it's still-
It's kind of like, so I'll give you like a practical example. And now that you mentioned that, for you specifically, this is what I've had, and I'm talking like even conversations with like people who are like top guys, literally one of the biggest producers in the world from Nigeria, and one of the guys who was responsible for one of the biggest Afropop artists. They're like, so I was telling him, okay, so I'll tell you something. One of the guys, no, the main guy who's behind one of the biggest Afropop artists, literally said this in his office. I was telling him about Heady One, and he said, yeah, like Heady, I don't think Heady's, I'm like, Heady One?
Heady is class.
Because I like Heady, yeah.
But
And
I
I was
feel like-
surprised.
I get-
No,
I
wait,
feel like-
give me a second.
sorry,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, for real? It's like, nah, he just thinks Heady won. Then, oh shit, I almost said his name. Thank God I did it. There's somebody else, like literally top 3 biggest Afrobeats producers in Nigeria, said the same thing about Tion Wayne. He's made songs with other guys. Made songs. If I say who's made songs with, now you're going to know.
No, but about as in
Yeah, and
about,
it says same, and I'm like, I feel like so imagine if these big guys who are also music heads have that sentiment.
what are they trying to say?
Why are they
That they
saying
feel like they're
them
going pop?
not going pop? Or
No.
they just don't like what they're doing?
No, they feel like somebody like Tion Wayne and Heady are like not as they don't feel the same way about Skepta and Jay. They think Skepta is dope.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. But
I
they
feel
think
like
he said Tion
I
Wayne.
get what you're saying, like
Yeah.
they'll take his
Because
Skepta and
the-
just more.
yeah.
But I feel like Heady One them lot are
vibes,
more really
they're very
UK orientated.
UK.
Yeah.
Not
Even
the
though from
same-
UK you wouldn't really understand them to the
Yeah.
T. But you see J House here or them
Yeah.
man, it's really wild. Like
Okay.
anyone can understand. And Skepta, as
Yeah.
or
It's very
Skepta
easy
breaks
to
it down.
understand.
Yeah.
It's very
Heady
easy
One
to
sometimes
understand.
rhymes in a way you don't even know what
If
he's
you're
saying.
not from
Very
NSG,
UK town,
you
it's
are.
got,
like-
So I understand why someone that's not from UK will not will say Heady One, but Heady One's fucking hard. But I don't care.
Yeah.
I understand why you say you don't think he's that hard.
Yeah, because but I mean, I think that's how I was surprised when they said that. I'm like, yeah. So that's just to answer your question.
So people are really purists over here, basically.
That's what they feel about you with the rap. They know the music is great, but they just know you can rap better. It's like how Tion Wayne is a commercially successful artist. You guys are commercially successful, but they know rap fans always want more. It's just true.
Yeah,
and down here, our rappers are big victims of that. It's not even cap. MI, Vector, everybody else. Yeah, they'll tell you like they like the song,
That's
great
true,
music,
that's
but they're like, "What are you doing? You're selling out. You're selling out." So I wanted to know if you guys had.
That's
So I think your fans
That's
are like
true, all
your
over
fans
the world.
are. Your
The
fans
people
are
that
great.
like rap, the people that like rap,
Yeah.
they just want you to
They
rap.
want you to rap.
Because
Okay.
you guys have dropped some pretty hard bars too. It's like when they know you can do it.
Yeah, they
They
want you
just
to
want
do it
more.
consistently.
So are we going to see a thing where, because you know, like artists do this a lot too, which is great, especially artists who are versatile. Even Burnout does stuff like that. Are we going to see a thing where there's like an NSG double tape? Are there some people on your radar that you feel like, oh, you like them?
7DL.
Zeri
Oi,
DL.
he's
DL.
cold.
7DL.
Zeri
Cold-
DL,
cold
Pop
AM.
Fam, Pass
Oh,
Out.
yeah.
Pass.
That guy.
Puff up.
Shelling
Pass
it.
up.
Chilling it right
Sounds
now.
like what's that guy's name? Sounds like I can't remember his name now. Yeah. Anyway, 7DL. So we should look out for that.
Zeri
Yeah,
DL.
Zeri
real.
DL, definitely.
Me, I like Portable.
We love trenches rappers.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
there, but I mean, I
That's
really
all.
You
like
still
Like,
vibe with
he's
him
an
a lot.
upcoming, innit?
Upcoming.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you know,
oh.
like are gathering some steam next year, but you feel like people should look out for him, especially for a lot of people back then.
Psycho YP's gone.
Oh, Psycho
He's
YP.
gone. Nah, he's doing his thing.
To be honest, like this is music
fuck
people
with him,
love him,
man.
but
Fuck
it's
with
not like mainstream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I put Brazy there?
Definitely
Brazy's
as well.
international, was
Brazy.
Nigeria. Brazy B.
Oh, Brazy B. Okay, yes, yeah, Brazy. Yeah,
Brazy's
yeah.
out there.
She's
Me, I
trying
like
to
Brazy.
penetrate.
She's
yeah,
hard.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Brazy,
Yo,
Psycho
who else is there?
YP. That's nice. Yeah.
Um,
I could be anybody like
I
whatever
love it.
genre.
I
Because
love it.
nah, I'm just,
it's interesting. Because I want to know if y'all are like who y'all listening to, who y'all feeling. It's
me, I listen to T.I. Blaze.
Okay.
He's already,
He's
he's
hard.
out
Yeah,
there.
it's big though. Big on the street.
Yeah.
They could pull 3-4.
Yeah, you lot not seeing upcoming artists.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like next
I'm
rated
not
top.
thinking-
I'm trying to think.
Like
we
Psycho
would know
YP is
up-
perfect.
up-
Psycho YP, as a matter of fact, you know what's funny? I even saw a tweet where somebody said Psycho YP should have been as big as Odumodu, but he's the one doing himself. I don't know what the person meant by
What do you
that.
mean by that?
But yeah,
I like
but
YP.
Psycho YP has been,
Yeah,
yeah, he's,
But he's been
Stop
about for a
the
while though.
problem.
He's been about- I get that. I definitely get that.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
okay. So that's pretty much. Do you have anybody in mind though?
Well, I agree with Zeri, man.
Do you have
Zeri,
any,
right
do you have
now,
anyone
I'm-
that we should
Yeah,
look up?
Oh yeah, there's
Zeri,
so
bro.
many of them. Rappers, singers, and everything. So
Yeah.
there's-
Name a
Should
few,
we
name a
do that?
couple.
okay, so there's
Check
somebody
them.
called Cold AF.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cold
she's,
AF.
she's
Wait,
super-
I might have, I know.
yeah, she's so good. She's a brilliant writer, and she can make pretty much any kind of music. Yeah.
Lady Donley.
Oh,
Lady
yeah,
Dolly.
Lady Dolly, yeah, she has some.
Her album on repeat.
She's
I
hard.
swear,
Yeah.
Lady
You guys know
Dolly.
Bloody Civilian?
I was about to
Oh,
mention
she's
Bloody
hard.
Civilian.
Why don't I mention his name?
Because she produces as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
She's
even know that.
great.
Brilliant.
Bloody Civilian, yeah.
Lady Civilian's the greatest.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's the greatest.
she's brilliant.
Her and Lady Dolly, both
Yeah,
of
they
them.
can write.
Top.
Obviously, you guys should know Lifestyle Steady because she got signed to.
That's how
Lady.
Teddy,
Yeah,
yes.
oh, yeah.
There's people that
That's
can
how
write
Teddy is.
anything.
Yeah, she's
make all
hard as
kinds of
well.
Music, yeah. So it's a lot
But
of
she does, her
people-
music is different. It's like, it's not really like.
Yeah, it's not
Afro
really
though.
Afro. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And like, what's interesting is she's even written like a lot of the big songs from Maven before she
sorry.
even came out. Yeah, songs like Overdose.
That's because you can write like that. When
Cool
I listen
Road.
to
Good
her,
writer.
it's more about the writing.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Are there like opportunities like this for? I mean, there should
For
be
writers?
because your industry is even more
For writers?
structured. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, so guys are just making bare bread off.
Off,
Yeah,
They do
publishing
camps,
before even
literally,
blowing up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of camps out there where you just
Yeah.
do your, like for other artists and you just write
you
and
can-
making music for other people.
Do they
Like,
just do they just rap for the mainstream people like Ray, like what's the girl with
Ray writes
Brianna?
and shit.
Yeah, Ray writes also.
But-
to be
but-
fair,
yeah,
It's
Most
like
of the
they
time
write
it would be
for-
those
it
artists.
would
that
be
we
No
know
kind
about.
of
Yeah,
artists, yeah.
because
Yeah.
rappers
Yeah.
still
No,
rappers
you
ain't
can't be
rappers
right
won't
now.
let anybody
Rapper,
rap
rapper,
for them.
yeah.
But you can probably do like a hook for them, but I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, not like,
Yeah, right. Oh shit, that's crazy. That's mad. So, but on the UK scene though, where do you see the sound going? Because you guys make your own kind of music, and I love that so much. Drill is big, is heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. Afro swing is also big. There's a lot of Afrobeat fusion, but as professionals, as creatives, where do you think that the UK sound is going from here?
Alternative rap kind of
yeah.
vibe.
Alternative rap is
That's the future of UK
They're
music.
building a
But anything
community. They're
with
building a
rap,
community and they're
basically.
pushing.
Okay, alternative
alternative
rap. So it's
rap.
like
Yeah.
rap and then fusions of like
Yeah,
other
it's still
sounds.
very much rap though.
Yeah, they're
It's
for rap.
very much rap, right? Especially right now, like this
Glenn
conversation.
plug,
we have.
Glenn, like that
The
kind of
rappers.
vibes. I don't
Okay.
know.
I think I
Or
heard
take
that.
kind of
Okay.
rap.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the vibe that's
Yeah.
going on.
So the rap thing will always be a factor.
Now rap
a
is
constant.
UK.
Yeah.
Yo, man, nice one, guys. It's been really, really interesting having this
The
conversation.
pop comment, I enjoyed that
talking
one.
about the music and every other thing, pop culture and everything. It's been amazing. Shouts out to NSG.
Come on,
Come
area
on.
boys, area
Link up
boys.
on Echooroom. Raise signing out. I think we gotta do a couple other things, yo. Peace.